And we are live again. Except this time we have to make a little tiny change. Victoria.
Yes.
You talk to everyone. Tell me when we're in the refrain, right?
Okay. So, yeah, I think that's probably good. And we're live. And Stuart joined. Hello.
Good morning, Stuart. Welcome to the second take of today's show. Victoria, come on up.
Yep, I'm up.
Alrighty. So,
Hello, Debbie.
today is show 353 again.
Yes.
That's right. It's
Andrew
the
Maxwell, Yasmin Maxwell,
Maxwells.
Bob
Have joined the
Brisket
show.
Bob.
Brisket Bob. No brisket for you, Bob.
Right.
He
Hello,
knows
Heidi.
why. 353. Wow, we're blown away. Super show.
Yes,
I'm going to talk about manifesting with stories instead of getting stuck on stuff.
that's right.
And
Hi,
it's going to be
Virginia.
good fun.
And Afani.
So we will welcome you all,
And
and then we will
Catherine.
dive in. Catherine, Afani, Joe.
Joe without an E. Joe with an E.
Joe with an E. Well, you guys are like neighbors. It's like
Yeah.
you're on opposite sides of the same ocean.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, and Happy New Day's here.
oh,
And
happy
Chantal.
New Day.
Oh, yes.
That's right.
Right.
Yasmin. Oh, Joe shared this show.
Oh,
we love our
good
show
one, Joe
shares. By the
without an
way,
E.
anyone who shares the show today
Yes.
gets one of these.
Oh, Georgette Perry. Is that Bill's lady?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Mrs. Bill doesn't have a name.
Doesn't she?
No, it's just Mrs.
It's just
Bill.
Mrs. Bill.
And there's daughter Bill and son
Mrs.
Bill.
OLG.
Mrs. OLG.
Okay,
Stella Jim
Stella
has
Jim.
joined the
Hi,
show.
yeah.
Heidi. No sauce for me. Okay, Bob, fair enough.
Right.
You want to throw down the gauntlet, pal?
Yeah.
It's going to get ugly.
Hi, Lynn. Excuse me.
So, but you got to come down for some lamb, Bob.
Yeah. Brisket
Lamb,
Bob.
Pauline Brown, downtown.
Hello,
with
Bruce Manning.
Pauline Brown.
And Bruce Root.
And Bruce has made the show. Georgette.
Right.
Right, Lana is here.
So,
Sharing
we've
good
got
stuff in the group.
being blown away.
Wow, we are blown away.
Yes.
Because I put up this little post that said, help me.
Help me.
And man, you guys just gave us all sorts of
Good.
amazing
Goody,
stuff.
help me staff. Virginia just shared the show as well.
And
Thank you,
Virginia
Virginia.
is a show.
Hi, Karen. How are ya? And Pauline Brown downtown.
We've got all sorts of comments here. Wow,
And
we're just gonna do
Herbert.
about 5
Herbert.
Herbe.
Right.
Christine has joined as well. This is great. Herbe meet Christine. You guys are neighbors today in the show. So
Grant Monk.
Nice to see you, buddy.
It was good to see you the other
Karen.
day. I thought you were just having a male chat. So that's why I went back to my lawnmower.
That's right. So Victoria thought we were having a guy chat, so
I
she went
did.
back and
And
pushed the
mowed some
lawnmower.
Oh, you guys had a chat.
What's that tell you guys? Alrighty.
Reminds me of the
So,
Flintstones. Right.
Flintstones. Meet the Flintstones. All right,
What do
so
we got?
okay, so today I put up a little We Help request, and it basically went something like, "Hey, I've got a question here, right? Somebody wants to know what's the difference between watching this show and doing Manifesting Mastery." Because I mean, seriously, we've got a daily show, right? 15 minutes, 20 minutes
Yeah.
of good fun.
Yeah.
You
Learning
can-
lots.
Yeah, learning lots. But what's
Yeah.
the difference? Because there is something really big and different there. And so I was going to reply. I was going to say, look, here's the deal, right? In Manifesting Mastery, you get structure. Okay, you got all those 90 lessons.
Yeah.
Okay, they're designed in a very
In a particular
specific
order.
order to do
Yes.
something very specific. They're just
Yes.
little tiny little things to do. But it's like you eat that buffalo very scientifically, one bite at a time, and at the end of the whole thing, holy moly, you've been on an adventure.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's my reply.
Yeah, Karen says do both, which I totally agree.
Absolutely, right? The show is like making a splash in the pool. Yeah, the Manifesting Master is like really mastering swimming.
Yeah.
So
Herbert. Thank you so much. You shared our show. You've become a show sharer.
we love our show
That's ace.
sharers.
All right.
All right, so I just
what's
want to read some of these
comment?
comments here, and we'll toss in ours and so on. But these are just awesome, guys. And this is not what today's show was originally going to be about. It was all going to be about the second bit, which we'll just dive into a little bit. But seriously, just getting all these this morning is just like wow. So Chantal says, "Love Manifesting Mastery." Yes, you do, and we love you and your updates. Oh,
Yeah.
by the way, this is cool. This is really where people like friends become family, and where shifts become successes. So Keith says, I feel like the MM course is very personal between me and you because that's who I'm listening to.
Yeah.
So I get into it because there's nothing else to distract me,
Perfect. And that is so true. Yeah.
That's the whole reason we did it like we did.
Yeah. And you're communicating back to us personally with your updates. We'll communicate back to you, anything like snippets that we get as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's ace.
I did lessons 1 through 6, right? So it's just my voice that you hear, right?
Yeah.
Then suddenly on day 7, Victoria shows
Pipes up.
And it is so cool
Yeah.
because every 7 days we give you our updates. That means Victoria joins in, right?
Yes.
And Christine has shared the show too.
And top of the day, Angela's joined. Right.
So get out. Yeah, and the emails we get from that is like, oh my God, I got to hear Victoria, right? And this is way before we did the shows. And
Yeah.
so it's that intimacy.
She's a real person.
She's a real person, right?
Oh, 20's got a pretty good voice.
That's
Can
right.
change his voice.
Yeah, I did have a howdy doody doll, but that's another story. Now,
Howdy doody.
yeah, it's a little ventriloquist thing. Right? I gave it to Mrs. Ryan because when she lost her mind, she got Alzheimer's. She thought howdy doody was her son Jim. And so I gave up trying to be a ventriloquist and gave her her son. And for like 2 years, she walked around carrying him, talking to him. It was just lovely. Yeah, so, yeah, I don't even know if I ever got it back. But it doesn't matter because I just got more joy seeing her have her son with her.
Yes.
So,
Joe Without an A just said,
sure.
that also, I think the way you communicate back, like send
Yeah.
info back on the updates and stuff is second to none or something.
Yeah, we reply.
Thank you. Yeah, we do. It's not a
Okay,
robot.
yeah, it's not a
It says
robot.
something. Okay.
So Bob says, when watching live, you feel everyone present in the moment. It shows the power of feeling in the moment. And that's what made me think of the whole thing. Like, live, this is a dance party,
Yeah.
right? But the course is where you really learn how to feel the rhythm and how to dance.
Yeah.
So Thea says, I think you'll like this.
Yeah.
I learned through depth and repetition. While the videos are great for repetition, Manifesting Mastery adds layer upon layer of depth to my understanding. The videos are like a chocolate chip cookie.
Oh, nice. We like chocolate chip cookies. Yeah.
And Courtney, who she's in her second time through, she says, I feel like both are great. MM gives you tiny exercises that help you bury the old man, woman. Oh, yeah. Week 1 is essential, and I'm on round 2 of it and almost finished. I think I'll do round 3 just for fun.
Well, actually, yeah, I think it was Karen just said, the comment slipped off. Karen just said each time you do it, it opens up new doors. Like each time you revisit MM.
Totally.
Yeah,
Totally.
we get that too.
Because you're a different person. We're different people. We keep playing with it, right?
Yeah.
We're different than we were back in 2012, 2013, whenever it was we put that together. So, and so are you. Every time you do the course, we get the updates, and it's like we just look how they've changed.
Yeah.
You know, just
Yeah.
cool. There's a couple here that Facebook didn't let me totally snip. Sinead says, sorry, I got to skip some of them. Sinead says the exercises in MM are the cornerstones that enrich my experience of the videos. That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, give him a boost up there.
That little guy.
Yeah.
Grant says the daily videos feel lighthearted and fun. The MM lessons are fun too, yet they have an immediacy, a depth, and a resonance that comes from practice. And there's more, but Facebook just truncated that on me.
Yeah.
So again, that's just so cool. Just blow us away here. And Anna says, I love MM. MM is like having a one-on-one coaching session. It's structured in a way that helps you notice, explore, inviting you to play every day. You can sense an inner transformation happen. And
Yeah. I think Virginia put up there are loads of gems in MM, and Yaz has got yes, absolutely, even if you do it slowly. And we've had a lot of people that have started, and for whatever reason, whether it's confrontation, whatever, they drop it after a couple of weeks, and it's like, oh, I need to start again.
Yep.
Oh, I need to start again, until eventually you go,
Boom.
just finish it this time. You don't have to
go,
stop,
go.
even if you miss a day, keep going.
Keep going.
Once you get sort of the flow of it, and you can always revisit, and redo those days that, redo all of them, but especially get out of
Sure.
the ones that you missed.
Yeah, don't let any of them trip you up.
Yeah.
Just play. Hey, Jonathan, nice to see ya. Just we just did the email thing. So cool.
Did you?
Yes.
The email thing.
So let's talk about stories, right? So I got a new project which we're releasing this week, next week, and the toughest part I'm having with it is a name. Honest to God. So want to take them?
Yeah. Dad, there you go.
So I want to share one of the things that's in there because it's showing up in today's thing here. Manifesting stuff versus manifesting stories. One of the things that we've discovered is stories are easy, and if you look at what Neville talks about, it's always stories. What would imply your wish has been fulfilled? What would they say, right? So what? Yeah. So it's not about the stuff; it's about the implication. It's about so when Neville was manifesting his trip home from Barbados, the second Barbados story, right? He imagines walking up the gangplank, his brother holding his daughter, right? And every time his mind wandered, he went back to the story of walking up the gangplank with his brother, with his daughter.
And reaching and getting his wife's hand.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's the fun, guys, because, we're exploring this new thing, and we can't get into it today because it would just take way too long. 4 elements that are in every cool story. And I want you to think about this because the music that really gets stuck in your head, the movie trailers that really just hook you, they always have 4 elements in them, and what I want you to do is to just start noticing them. Without me telling you what they are, without going into them, because that would take an hour, I want you to notice what are the stories, what are the songs, what are the trailers that hook you. Because there are songs that just come and go. Nobody cares, nobody remembers them. But there are songs, and one of the ones that you'll hear me sing repeatedly is Yellow Submarine. Yellow Submarine is classic. Just those first couple lines reveal heaps about what makes an effective Feel It Real session. And it really comes down to stories. And I'm going to ask Victoria for one. Ready? Remember a long time ago, we were doing a show.
Yeah.
And I asked you a question.
Oh, excuse me, you guys. Yeah.
And the question was, gardening this afternoon, what would imply?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so tell us about that.
I had a goodie time in the garden.
You got it.
My answer then was empty soil bags.
Now, there's a story there.
Yeah.
In the way we pose the question, in the way her answer is. Okay, empty soil bags. The instantly inside of her, there's a story constructed. It's not, I see the bank statement, I feel good about it. Okay, that's stuff.
Yeah.
But Victoria gets to go out and experience what's the story behind empty soil bags. Oh my God! And I guarantee there's 4 elements there, and I guarantee that because it felt real. It wasn't like, oh, it would be empty soil bags.
No.
No, you get it. Yeah, that's the stuff that would imply my wish would be fulfilled is empty bags. Right? You can't even figure it out.
No.
But the story she just ran into.
Yeah.
Yeah, watch her. She keeps doing it. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Right?
Got it.
Bob says, name your favorite song, book, and movie. Recognize the power of your story. Joe says, you mean a scene that implies a story. The scene, a goodie scene, always invites a story. Okay? There's a goodie story really gives a good, solid scene. So, and again, gosh, how do I get into this quickly?
So is it a bit like when I said empty soil bags, that for me, it's like, that implies a good day because I've used the soil.
Yes.
I've planted something
in
my garden. And I only plant when I'm 100% happy. Like I know that that's a part about me. So it's like, oh, that means I found the perfect spot. Like it starts opening up so many things for me.
So get the difference. Okay.
Yeah.
And this is good. Thank you for sharing exactly. This is real, right? She's not scripting this. I'm letting her fly in the dark.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons I do that a lot is because she gets to give you the real experience.
Yeah.
Now, if she tried to figure out, if she sat here and said, right, looks like I've got 2 hours till sundown. We've got 15 plants out there. I just made that soil in that bed, but that other bed over there sort of looks, you get the rational.
That would be totally lost. And a lot of the time that happens when I go there. It's like I get up all into my head, oh my God, what can I do? Instead of like, run.
So if she stays in the state of empty soil bags, Okay, she'll naturally walk out and just go, right, that plant's going there. Hey, 20, what do you think? Well, that's where it's going, right? Boom, that fast versus, right, there's 17 plants, 2 hours. It's a random Tuesday. Trying to figure it out doesn't work.
Bill said it's a story that implies the same.
It's really fast, guys. It's really fast.
Yeah.
Now, here's why I want to wrap it in with what we started with. Everyone shared a little story. It wasn't about the stuff of manifesting mastery. The stuff is, every day, you get an email. It's a members-only email. It takes you to a page where there's a recording and a transcript. That's all the stuff.
The things, yeah.
That's all the things,
Yeah.
right? All right, yeah, okay. Email, recording, reading, exercise. Takes about 15 minutes. Cool. Yet, flat.
Yeah.
Those are the facts. But
Yeah.
the fun is what you guys all shared with us and what we read from your post, right? There's the stories. Manifesting from stories, manifesting stories is easy. Making it about the stuff makes you a stuff. And then you're stuffed.
Yeah.
Virginia says the feeling of accomplishment, that it is finished off, feels good, feels complete. Boom. Doesn't it?
Yep.
And there's the thing. What would imply? Empty soil bags. Rational could never figure that out. But experiential knows. Yeah. And suddenly a story gets to be lived. Okay, so have fun with that. Any questions, any comments,
Hello,
Victoria or Emmett?
Or Emmett.
Look at that, guys.
Yeah.
So, we imagine being loving puppy parents. Part of being a loving puppy parent is having lovely puppies, right? And we were just looking, we shared a photo on Facebook a few hours ago that had Emmett wearing a outfit as well as what we called the hef. It was basically a collar that prevented him from licking things.
Oh, no.
Because back in the old days, if he got a sore or something, or even if he didn't have a sore, holding him like this was pretty much impossible.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Redirecting him was pretty much impossible.
Yeah.
So in order for us to survive and him to survive, we'd put him out. Look at our personal timeline. You'll see this lovely little pink outfit and this weird little thing around his head.
Towel around his head.
Right.
With a huge collar holding it on. Because we tried one of those plastic cones, the Elizabethan collars. And he's so low to the ground that
It just
wherever he
scraped.
walked, he thinks he'd get bumped back.
So,
So it's like, nah.
and having a brick floor, he just kept slamming into the edges of the bricks. It was horrible.
Yeah.
So we made this little thing for him. We made him the hef. We put him in a little baby outfit. It was just
Stop
lovely.
licking. Yeah.
But this is 2 years ago today. I shared this on Facebook. 2 years ago now, look at this. I mean, I can touch him. He hasn't peed yet. He hasn't bothered going outside. I can play with his belly. Yeah, just move all around him. I can bounce.
Yeah.
And this is a story. Because I remember when he was a high-maintenance, very agitated pup. Okay? And I remember when we couldn't touch him. And I remember all that stuff. And way back then, it was like, you know what I imagined? It's time for the show.
Now, Happy New Day just mentioned something that happens to quite a few people. Something about when she imagines something for herself, someone else gets it.
Yep, we've done a couple shows on that.
Yes.
So go to fieldworkfun.com and take a peek around. If you send us a PM with a couple sentences about that, we can do a show more specifically on what you got happening.
Yeah.
But something that to always remember, right? Let's say you imagine getting a puppy, right? and your friend does. Let's call him Andrew Maxwell.
Yeah.
And so Andrew Maxwell gets a puppy.
Yeah.
At no point did we go, for God's sake, Andrew got our puppy. We're not getting one now. We must have messed up. Right? When he brought Emmett over, I just went, cool. Right? What's your story? And he says, yeah, story. And I thought, you know what? My story is somebody drops a puppy off at my house. Right? That way I don't got to go anywhere. I'm not buying him. The perfect puppy shows up on our door.
Yeah.
That's my story.
Yeah.
Guess what happened?
Yeah.
Okay. Yasmin Maxwell brings him over, and he doesn't look anything like this at the time. And we got our white puppy. Boom.
Yeah.
So, Victoria, tell us about your morning. What are you doing today?
Yoga.
At the yoga.
Yes.
Look at her, yogini.
Yeah, so that'll be ace. And then, wow, hi Lynn, you just joined. You'll have to watch the refund. Tonight, Maxwell's and us are all going to Laurel's
Movie.
screening
Yep.
of a movie in Brighton Bay Cinema. So
That's
that'll be
right.
ace.
So Laurel, a member
good
of
fun.
the Facebook group,
Yeah.
has made a really cool film, and we're going to go see it tonight. She's traveling the world with it. This is all stuff she imagined up. Okay, we met her a year or so ago when she was working through it, and now we are. Michael Harper says, not getting a puppy reminds me of the Neville story where the guy didn't have the money to buy the house, and the rich guy had the money to buy the house. It was his doubt that caused someone else to
And then it's got dot,
see
dot, dot.
more.
Because for us, it
gotta be
really
short.
needs to be 2 lines, because otherwise, yeah, we
Facebook doesn't
can't
see
see
it.
the rest. I don't know if
So-
you know that story, though, about the guy that wants the house. And...
I don't know how to tie it in because I
Oh,
can't see it.
okay. All right.
Alrighty. Thanks for
Okay.
trying, Michael. Appreciate it, pal.
Yeah. By all means, if it's if you want us to do a show on PM20, and we can talk about that. Now, before we start mentioning links, I want to start saying now,
Now,
what did you learn? What did you learn about you, and what was your best bit?
Ooh,
Start typing them in now at the bottom, because I know otherwise, if I say it at the end,
you might not say that.
well, it finishes, and then people mightn't have the time to go back in and start.
Right. Well, they have
yeah.
the time.
Well,
Make it.
okay, just make the time.
By the way,
So I just
I
thought if
love
say
when
that.
people tell me the story. I don't have time to feel it real. Really? So you're imagining you don't have time. Right. Christine says, when I was a boxer, by the way, I love that you were a boxer. I've watched your videos. A fellow boxer got into the fight and wanted... dude, it went too fast. All right. We'll be
Okay.
looking at your comment later, Christine.
Yeah.
Big love to you. Nice to see you as
Yeah.
usual. As always.
Yeah.
As usual, as always.
Bill's
It's
posted
nice
up
to see
loads
you
of
today.
links. Thank you so much.
All righty.
Yeah, thinking of the feeling of my story. Good one, Joe
Hoorah.
without an E.
So go listen to Yellow Submarine. There's your homework. Besides,
What'd you learn? What'd you learn about you? And what was your best bit?
and
Yeah,
if you want to dive deeper, go to
freeneville.com.
join us in.
Manifesting Mastery by going to manifestingmasterycourse.com.
And for the refunds,
Go to feelitrealfun.com where you can watch all of these again.
that's right.
Yep. Glean any goody bits.
Hoorah.
Okay.
All right. Love you guys.
Yeah.
Dog park for us. Yay.
Good one.
Go for
Okay.
Victoria.
And we will see you guys tomorrow.
That's right. Love
Yeah.
you all.
See us.
ManifestingMasteryCourse.com.
That's right. I'll see ya. Oh. And I'll try again.